Islam was a beautiful religion. I grew up around Muslims in school and college, so I never really believed the misconceptions that people spread. To me, Muslims were just well-educated and kind-hearted people. But yeah, so my story, my background, let me just get on to it. So yeah, I was raised as Christian. About religion. I think it was like more like a youth club for us. But yeah, my mum got baptised when she was herself. But I never really like felt like I could connect to it, to be honest with you. I got baptised, I went to church, I tried strapping in my faith within Christianity. Like, I was like kind of attending, like, I know this sounds really, really bad, but I was kind of like just seeing if it would kind of fade, because the people that I was around was like, yeah, that it was because I was destined to become Muslim. But yeah, so within that, I had questions about God, and the whole time I still believed in God, but I did start to feel a bit lost. So I made a prayer. Even though at the time I didn't know it was a dawah, but I said, God, if there's any true religion, please guide me to it. And subhanAllah, like, Allah answered me in ways that I never actually expected. But yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about my kind of journey and like how I kind of like came within my journey towards Islam. And yeah, so I guess it started from like one day I was like scrolling through TikTok and I came across a video where someone was like, this is when I was like kind of thinking to myself, like, kind of went away from the religion. I was kind of thinking like, I saw a TikTok and it said like, why wait to read the Quran? Like, why don't you just start now? And that really stuck with me, and I was like, I was kind of curious about, I was always curious about Islam, like, always curious about religion, but I never really like looked into it like the way I did when that TikTok came up, sorry. And truth, and yeah, it was just so amazing. Like, I don't know, it was like kind of teaching me the way about life in war in Palestine was happening, and like I saw a video of a woman who had lost everything, but she was still saying like, I know Allah will help me, like, and so actually really question. I actually started to that was a bit when I was actually Christian. I came across that video and I was like, how can this woman like have I feel quite emotional talking about this right now on my days, but yeah. Yeah, that's another thing. But I just decided to keep on like learning about Islam, keep reading, but I kind of kept it to myself. I didn't really like tell anyone that I was around. I had like conversations now and again with like some Muslim friends, but I never really like say, yeah, I'm like proper looking into it. But yeah, I just kept on like I just kept it to myself because I was like, so like like share it with my friends. So yeah, like I started to slowly dress modesty because I felt like I couldn't like keep it from Allah. So this is a bit, yeah, this is a bit like, yeah. I was at the gym and a Muslim brother who I never spoke to Islam before. Then I literally prayed and I asked for guidance, and he was someone that I barely even knew, and he was bringing exactly what was on my mind, and I just thought to myself like, that's actually like crazy. Like I felt like it was a sign from Allah, and yeah, he gave me a physical copy of the Quran. I started reading more. I read struggles, their patience, and their complete trust in Allah just made me like feel so emotional and like, yeah, like I injured my foot playing badminton and I couldn't even walk, and then the next day I decided that I was going to start praying, and even though I didn't know anything, yeah, my foot was completely fine, and subhanallah, like that moment it really did shock me. Like I knew that was a sign from Allah and a reminder that I was on the right path. So yeah, and then obviously I actually felt before, like it was so much peace. Like I had tears in my eyes because I knew deep down this is where I belonged. I'm literally getting emotional right now. But yeah, like at that point I had already made my decision, and damn guys, I'm actually getting like quite emotional. Like yeah, I stepped in the masjid and it just gave me so much peace. Like yeah, like it actually hit me hard. It actually hit me hard, and I was like, one of my friends said to me like what are you waiting for to take shahada? Like if you believe, like you need to like take shahada now. Do you know what I mean? Sort of thing. Like you could wake up tomorrow. Like we're not promised tomorrow, so like why wait when I already believe? So like right there, like in the masjid, I took my shahada, and later on, yeah, like it's just amazing. Like alhamdulillah, like Allah guided me in ways that I never expected, and like looking back, I can see that every moment, every doubt, and every hardship that I went through within life, it was leading up to here. So like if you are watching this and you're searching for truth, just ask Allah for guidance, and I promise you He will answer in ways that you never imagined.